This is the way it was booked.
All right, so next we had Christy Hemme interviewing Jeff Hardy. So what did Jeff Hardy say?
Typical Jeff Hardy promo. I'm going to win the match. I'm going to win the title. Babyface promo, obviously belying the... so I'm not going to spoil it. Basically, he said, I'm Jeff Hardy. I'm going to win. I'm going to drop a swanton bomb. Woo! At Daytona Beach, hyping everything about the night's events. So that's basically what it was. Pretty much nothing.
All right, so now we had the X Division title match. Jay Lethal took on Doug Williams.
Before you go on, Doug Williams has done what before to this point?
So Doug Williams is, I don't remember if he's X Division champion at this point in time, but he was part of a tag team called the British Invasion, which included Rob Terry and Magnus.
Oh.
He was also in Ring of Honor for a while as one of the pure title people. A UK wrestler as well, and he's also in the current Ring of Honor pure title tournament.
Okay.
So 2020, he's still around. So Doug Williams starts off by kicking Lethal in the balls in the corner where the ref can't see it.
Cheater.
Then Lethal does a tope to Williams. Williams does a clothesline to Lethal. Lethal does a backdrop to Williams. Lethal does a springboard moonsault to Williams. Williams does a German to Lethal, and then another German to Lethal. Then there's the finish is Williams does a Frankensteiner to Lethal, goes for a pin, and then Lethal just reverses that pin.
Into a victory roll, yeah.
And pins him, so Jay Lethal retains the title.
Do you think that match was kind of rushed?
I personally feel like it could have been rushed, but I mean, for what it was, it's whatever.
Yeah. I don't think
if anything, it felt like a slow-paced X Division match.
Yeah. Right now, I'm putting my thumb towards Legend over here because to me it was a bit boring.
Call it an X Division.
I'm not trying to say I'm an expert at X Division matches, but every X Division match I've seen that involves, especially with matches with Jay Lethal, there's a time in the match and there's pretty much a good amount of moves that are allowed to be seen. Whether they're contrived or not is irrelevant. This did not feel like an X Division match. Plus, both guys don't look like X Division wrestlers to me. They both look like they're both like 230 on up. Which, as far as I'm concerned, X Division is cruiserweight.
But like I told you before, that's not always the case since Abyss was an X Division champion.
I know. And
just imagine seeing Abyss in an X Division title match.
No. And I know, and I was trying to push it out of my head, and I don't want to say it's the worst card of the match because I love Jay Lethal. I know nothing about Douglas Williams, and I will never speak ill of Jay Lethal because we're watching Ring of Honor these days, and he's great with
let's just say this.
And all those guys. And
let's just say this: if you watch more of Doug Williams, you'll learn to respect him because he reminds me of William Regal.
Okay, that puts me right in place.
Because he's a UK wrestler, not known for his high-flying abilities. He's one of those ground and pound.
Yeah. So then my next question was so since the match was rushed, with more time, would this match have been better?
It definitely could have been, but it wasn't going to be your high-flying X Division that you would get with Sabin, Styles, Kazarian, Daniels type of deal. It would be kind of more towards your Samoa Joe X Division matches from his later days.
Yeah. Now, I may have been down with that if there's a bit of a story to tell. I don't feel a story was told in this match, other than they just traded spots for about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and then the match was over.
See, and like I said, this is part of TNA's history where it's hard to keep up because at this point in time, there was a faction called Fortune, which Fortune is Ric Flair's group, and Doug Williams was a part of it, according to the commentary, and they wanted Williams to win the X Division title to bring gold into Fortune. because they didn't have the tag champions. They didn't have a woman in there, so they didn't have the Knockouts title. They didn't have the world title, technically, in their faction. And then, I can't remember how much longer until it happens, but then there's another stable that comes up called Immortal, which is Hulk Hogan's stable. Which then it really gets confusing because I don't know who the fuck is in what stables.
Great.
But the match quality's there. Like, this match would have been better had it been given more time. I will say that. But what would you rate it?
And before I rate it, one quick question. And to me, with the X Division title match, I've always assumed it's 6-sided. Did that really factor into how you felt about the match?
So
without being 6-sided?
Me personally, I don't really care how many sides the ring has, as long as the match is quality.
Okay.
And these guys, given more time, could have had a better quality of match. It's just you were gonna get more submission mat-based game from Williams, and Lethal's gonna try to do more high flying. Because Williams can't keep up with that.
What about you? 6-sided, 4-sided, doesn't matter?
Oh, I love the 6-sided ring. That's the whole reason I watch TNA other than Jeff Hardy.
Right.
Like don't get me wrong. The 6-sided ring was cool because it was unique.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna grade it any differently. 6 sides, 8 sides, 4 sides, doesn't matter. Hogan and Bischoff claim that the 4-sided ring is more safe because it's more traditional. That's what wrestlers train in when they originally start training for wrestling anyways. So whatever. That part matters none to me.
Yeah.
So, what would you rate this match?
So I'm conflicted because I love Jay Lethal, but the match was boring. I'm gonna give it a 6 because I think Jay Lethal's great, so I'm gonna give it a 6.
I gave it a 6.5, but that's because I thought, a couple of spots are pretty good. And like you said, had it been given more time, it could have been better.
Yeah. It needed more time.
It's just, it felt a little rushed. I'm not going to lie.